This has to be the most senile and out-of-touch conversation I've ever seen him have with a caller. This was so ridiculous that even Asmongold had to comment on it.
Oh my God. This girl better be really hot. Maybe you could say this is an investment, but what if she's fat?
But I wanted to go a lot deeper into this call and conversation because I'm telling you, there was so much meat on this bone. You're going to be begging me for a carry-out box so you can take some of it home.
I've been with my boyfriend for a little over 6 years, and I graduated in December 2023 with about $160,000 of student loan debt. I've paid off a lot. I have about $90,000 left.
Way to go.
Thank you.
So you're what, 24?
I'm 26.
26. Okay. And what's your career?
I'm a nurse.
Oh, good for you. Okay. And so you got 90,000 left. All right.
Mm-hmm. And my boyfriend makes $250,000 a year, but he does not want to propose until I'm completely debt free.
Interesting.
You're not going to like me. If you were my daughter, you want to know what I would tell you?
Pay off your debt.
What?
Dump him.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What are we doing here? These are two people who have never even met the guy versus the woman who is dating him, telling them how he is, and they're contradicting her. They have two data points. He makes $250,000, and he doesn't want to get married until her debt's paid off.
No, he's not.
He's making you prove your worth.
Yeah.
Based on money.
Yeah.
To him. You're having to buy your way into this relationship. Nope. You're a princess and you deserve more than this.
What am I hearing? Okay, so if he was making $30,000, would she be with him?
You're a princess and you deserve more than this.
You don't even know her. All you know is that she went to nursing school and she's $90,000 in debt.
The reason I've been able to put majority of my paycheck towards my loans is because he does pay for all our rent.
See, there you go. You knew nothing about the guy. You were already judging him. And the fact that she's been able to pay down her debt the way that she has is because of him. He has been helping her do it. This is what happens when you start using heuristics to start judging people before you know enough about them. Perfectly ironic moment. 2 minutes into this video. If you're new here and you like this content, subscribe to the channel or at least like the video. Either one I appreciate.
He does pay for all our rent.
Oh, so you live together?
Yeah, we live together.
Oh, so you're already married, but you just didn't admit it.
Yeah, it does feel like we're married.
Well, that,
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So what's his incentive to get married? None.
With that logic, what is her incentive to get married? He's already housing her. He's already paying the household expenses so that she can pay down her debt. And I thought we were past the idea of commingling the idea of marriage and incentives. So it's not okay to create incentives for getting married to somebody, but it is okay to have an incentive to get married of sleeping with somebody and living with somebody. What exactly is the argument that he's making here?
And this, let me just say this, Haley, and I'm saying this because you're going to have relationships after this and you're going to learn from this. And there's people who are going to watch this call and learn from this. This is precisely why, one of the reasons why living together before marriage it's a bum idea. It's not a good idea because what happens is you start to make bad relational decisions based off of the financial gain and based off of the pressure that you've already put on yourselves. Yeah. It's a lot easier to walk away from a messed up relationship when he lives over here and she lives over here and we just get together when it's time to go on our dates. It's a lot easier to go, you know what, this guy's a bum, I'm gonna walk away.
Did they cut half of this phone call out? What are we missing here as an audience?
It makes it a lot more difficult when suddenly you're in the same house and then you're splitting the bills and then he's paying for the rent. It makes it very hard to make the natural transitions that we would have made if we had not applied that amount of pressure.
So you move forward.
Sometimes it makes sense to move in together and share and split resources. She has been able to pay off her student debt because she lives with him. And they're telling her to break up with him. What the fuck? He is paying the household expenses and the rent so that she can pay down her student debt. He loves her, clearly. She loves him. She wants to get married to him. And these assholes are telling her to break up with him? How is that good advice? That's terrible advice. This is something that bad people would do.
And so you move forward in a toxic, unhealthy relationship because you chose to share an address. Anyway, now you're not going to do it. I can tell by the way you're talking. So here's the thing. We love people getting out of debt. You know that. And why do we love people getting out of debt? Because we love people and we want them to be able to prosper. And your number one wealth building tool is your income. You have a fabulous career choice. As a nurse, you'll always be employed and you can always work as much as you want to work. You can work 80 hours a week or you can work 20 hours a week. As a nurse, you'll be able to do that the rest of your life. And you can make a pile of money. All we tell couples to do is to be aligned, be in agreement on how money is going to be handled. Now, he is in agreement that he hates debt. You're in agreement that you've hated debt and you've been working it down.
Yeah.
Okay? But then he has put up a false block here. I'm just telling you, I love you, and if you were my daughter, I'd tell you not to marry this guy.
But you don't love her. You're a stranger on the internet. You know nothing about her. This type of disingenuous bullshit drives me crazy. Guys, I'm going to be real with you, everyone watching this show. Look, I don't love any of you guys. You subscribe to this channel and you like the content that I produce, but this is gross. Telling a caller that you love them and you don't even know them, that's manipulation, disingenuous, psychotic behavior. Why would you tell a stranger over the phone who you can't even see their face that you love them? Like, what? Talk about not taking love seriously. Trying to get somebody to have fights and arguments with their boyfriend who is helping them and wanting to marry the man that she loves. This is what's so disgusting, and I would argue evil and immoral, is that this is all transactional to Dave and the co-host. This is all a transactional, money-based conversation and has nothing to do with the feelings and emotions of the two individuals that are involved, the caller and her boyfriend. They don't know what he's done for her outside of helping her financially. They don't know if he was there for her when her mother died, and he was the only one that stood by her side. For all we know, he came to her at 2 a.m. before they were even dating and saved her from a very tenuous situation with somebody else. They know nothing about this guy other than how much he makes, the fact that he's willing to pay for the household expenses so that she can pay down her debt, and then him asking her to pay off her student loans before they get married as a good incentive. And for all we know, she could be paying down the debt for a year, 18 months, making progress towards paying down the debt. And he could say, you know what? Let's get married. I'll continue paying down the debt because we both want to have a child and I don't want you working full time and therefore you're going to be making less money. So I'll continue paying it down, the rest of it. All of that can happen given that she already knows he's a good guy. And then you have these know-it-all assholes on the internet that are telling her otherwise.
And because I think this is a false premise. You're aligned on what is important. You're aligned on, okay, we don't like debt. We're going to avoid debt. We're going to get out of debt. And that's not, people have asked me since I came on the air here 35 years ago, should I marry someone with debt? Mm-hmm. And the answer is always yes. Mm-hmm. As long as you love them and you're aligned that we're getting rid of the debt. If you have zero debt, but one of you loves debt and hates saving, and the other one loves saving and hates debt, you're going to get a divorce later. The number one cause of divorce in North America today is money fights and money problems. And guess what this is? This is a money fight.
Yeah.
You're just not having it out loud. You're having it in your head.
So maybe he loves her so much that he wants to make sure that they don't risk getting a divorce because they have all of this latent debt that got brought into the marriage.
What could be going on, and I'm going to allow a little space for this, he could just be an idiot today.
Takes one to know one, girl.
Needs to learn a little bit about what it means to be in a relationship and what it means to handle money together. You said one thing that might cause me to go, I wonder if I brought this to him and, saw a premarital counselor, if we can get on the same page, is it seemed like he was willing to help with the debt. Now, you guys aren't, married yet, but in a married relationship, it seemed like he was willing to help, but he was helping in the wrong way. And so that's the only thing that makes me think he might possibly simply be misguided, because he said, I'll pay the rent.
You could go to a marriage counselor,
I'll pay the rent if you do this.
And say, look, let's get aligned on this. Or
go to a marriage counselor for this. It's so funny you said that, because as they were talking back and forth and glazing the caller, I was thinking, man, they sound a lot like the yes therapist, the therapist that's just constantly confirming all of your beliefs, all of your thoughts, all of your opinions. It's never your fault. It's all of those around you. All you're doing is making me angry because you're just telling me that I'm right about everything. And that can't possibly statistically be true. I can't 100% be right. Most people don't need therapists. Most people need life coaches, which is a completely different thing. They need somebody who's going to check up on them, make sure that they're making the right decisions, an accountability buddy, essentially. Honestly, maybe not most people need it, but a lot of people do.
Pay the rent.
You could go to a marriage
I'll
counselor,
pay the rent if
pre-marriage
you do
counselor, and
this.
say, "Look, let's get aligned on this, or we're going to end this."
Yeah.
But if at the end of the day, the answer to the question is, "I won't marry you,"
Yeah, then yes, we have a
until
problem.
you pay off your debt. So the question's answered. You
Right.
value that more than you value me.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, alligator.
Okay, but the way you're framing it is dishonest. He's not saying, I'm not going to marry you because you have debt. What he's saying is, I'm going to wait to marry you until your debt is paid off. He can see that her debt is getting paid off. And so he's keeping that carrot there, that motivation, so that she keeps continuing to pay that debt off. He's not trying to get out of getting married to her. He wants to get married to her, but he wants her to pay off her debt in the process. Again, they don't know this guy. They don't know his motivations, and they're in no position to be giving her advice on what she should do with this relationship.
Yeah. Holla.
After a while, crocodile, you'd be gone.
Okay, that was super gay. Please don't do that again.